can we do proactively to address this as a company, as a private entity, so that our sisters, our mothers, the women out there can be safe.
Safety was a word that you know kept repeating time and time again, and it's a big part of what you do. How do you ensure a safe and non-judgmental environment for the couples that will be seeking support?
We have created an app, Ngumu's Eye. It's on Android. Basically, what you can do at the comfort of your house, in studio, you can download it and open a file. So that, because you know sometimes out there there's prejudice, you'll be shamed for going as a man to the station and opening a file of abuse and stuff, because we have this mentality that only men commit these crimes, you know. But then, so at the comfort of your safe place, should it be in a car after work, when you are somewhere in the loo, you open a file online, and it's directly coming to us, and we will work on it, contact you, create a space where you can open up without the stigma of all the other factors.
Now, in terms of the legal aspects, or you know, anything to consider there, are there legal aspects or considerations that Ngumu's Eye helps couples understand when it comes to these specific issues?
Yes, most definitely, because we are a registered entity. So what we do basically is we listen to you, we advise you, we act as intermediaries. So we listen to your complaint, we see how best we can help, and should it be, we bring in the professionals. But trust me, for an abused couple or anything, it's just easy as saying hi, owning up to, like, I have an issue, can you please address it for me? So legally there is not a lot of complications. Yes, because we have licenses. I urge the public to come to our offices at Soweto Market. We have a safety and security intelligence license that gives us this power to interact with the public and all these things. And basically being on Android in 172 countries, the legality of aspect is covered.
It's covered, yeah.
Yes.
And in terms of couples reaching out to the organization for support, is there a helpline? You mentioned the app, and the app makes it obviously easy. We download apps every single day on our phones, so it definitely creates a sense of ease there in terms of reaching out. But is there a helpline, website, or any other means of contact?
We have a website, yes, at www.ngumuseye.com.na. And on the app, there is also a panic button that you can call our numbers, which is displayed everywhere, also on the website. But we want the public, the community, just to walk to our office, listen to all these things, because trust me, we are one of a kind. People expect services normally from Nampol and City Police, and it's different. It's different. So try us out and experience it for yourself.
And just you know, it is different, and the way you explained it, it definitely comes from you having worked in this environment. But what prompted? Is it a specific instance or a story or incident that might have happened that prompted you to come up with this, or has this been something that you've seen in the field and just grew a passion for?
As a youngster, growing up in Chumeb, my neighbor, Mr. Kariko, was a traffic officer. So the uniform, the discipline, the respect that he commanded. Then when I saw this, I said, one day I want to be. Not knowing that it requires a certain passion, dedication, a calling. So I had all these attributes, and I said, when I started City Police, we were the second intake, in fact. So I said, I would love to work a few years and see how best I can help the public individually. So yes, there was a passion, and being in the industry, I saw that where we lacked. And I said to myself, if I cannot in uniform assist, I have to turn away a public member. Where else can they turn to? Then I said, no, let me try and do research on this. Legally, how can I obtain all my licenses and all these things? But the main aim was just to say, like, we will not discriminate, be it a child, a pensioner, men, women, black, white. I said, let me just try and reach out and make a difference.
And I think it's absolutely phenomenal to see. From a Ngumu's eye perspective, any last words or words of encouragement for couples out there, and just even the community at large, because like you said, crime is on the rise, and there's a sense of community that Namibia, we will say, used to have, and safety used to have, and these are things that we see less and less of.
Yes.
From a Ngumu's eye perspective, what's your words of encouragement that you have just for going into this festive season, even especially where people go away in the isolation and sometimes help is far and few between?
Yeah. No, I'd love for the public to remain vigilant, because as Christmas is approaching, we need to go back home. And there are hustlers, out there, real ones, and the guys that don't want to go back home on an empty stomach. So subscribe with us on the app. It's $70 a month, but then trust me, your safety at $70. You can be out of town, reach out from Okakarara, Erongo, anywhere else, and at the touch of button, we'll be able to tell you, make a safety assessment, tell you the risk aspects of your life. So we would love for the community to be just vigilant, let safety be a priority. Please, young and old, let safety. And to the men out there, please, let us not commit these crimes against one another, against other genders, let this festive be the safest one we ever had in Namibia.
And you heard it from Stanley Ngumu, from Ngumu's Eye, and I think it's a beautiful message, it's a beautiful initiative. And Stanley, once again, we thank you so much for coming through and shedding light on it. And we can't wait for more app downloads, more usage, and a safer Namibia going forward. So thank you so much.
It's my pleasure. Thank you. Thanks.
That was MYD Heart.
Brought to you by NHP.